Hello and welcome to Minerals, Rocks, and Fossil Talks. I'm your geo teacher Jen, and it's time for Monday Musings. We've looked at physical weathering, now it's time to look at chemical weathering. So chemical weathering is the breaking down of rocks through chemical reactions. There are 4 common reactions that occur: dissolution, hydrolysis, oxidation, and hydration. The dissolution primarily affects salts and carbonates like limestone. These are rocks and minerals that are water soluble. Essentially, the rocks and minerals dissolve in water, breaking their chemical bonds. Hydrolysis is when water chemically reacts with minerals to break them down. This occurs when water molecules split into hydrogen and hydroxide ions and replace ions in minerals such as feldspars, which creates more stable minerals like clays. Oxidation is the breakdown of iron-bearing minerals. This is where we get rocks that look like they've rusted. Oxidation is when electrons are lost due to reactions with oxygen and water. This creates the beautiful rust reds common in Utah and the American southwestern deserts. Hydration is the absorption of water into crystals, such as anhydrite, which when it takes in water becomes gypsum. Or muds like bentonite, which I do have a video on, so if you want to learn about the swelling clay known as bentonite, you can go check that video out. But basically, hydration causes rocks to expand, weakening it so that when it dries out and cracks, it falls apart. Other minor forms of chemical weathering include acids released by plant and fungi roots, as shown in this bone. We call it root etching. And microbes, some of which actually eat minerals, which is why we don't want trees in our fossil quarries. They're destructive on so many levels. It is also important to note that not all minerals undergo chemical weathering at the same rate. For example, quartz weathering is much slower than any other minerals, such as feldspars, and is often the only one left, which is why beaches are primarily made of quartz grains. So, something to keep in mind. Well, thanks for coming to today's lesson, and make sure you tune in tomorrow for some fun chemical weathering trivia. Fossilize later.